it is good to be back. I took last week off, the 23rd, because the schedule with the holidays just really got the best of me, and I was not able to get something recorded in time. So what I am bringing to you today is news about the 600 subscribers celebration giveaway, and also part 2 of this jewelry jar that I had gotten from Steph at the Steph Style. I will put a link to her channel in the description of this video. Hopefully in editing, I'll remember to put the name of her channel right here. And you really need to go check her out. She's lots of fun. She's a very colorful personality, has a great sense of style, and you'll always enjoy her channel. She does unboxings. The main unboxing she does is the ThredUp Designer DIY, but I think she does lots of others too. She does jewelry from time to time, but I think her favorite is the DIY Designer box from ThredUp. I'm going to do 6 drawings for 600. That's what I did when I hit 500, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I'm going to do 6 for 600 this time, and that will consist of 3 donated jewelry lots that were actually donated. One big lot was donated from Gigi's Gems, and if you have seen any of those videos, you know she gives really great pieces, and she donated those to help celebrate me reaching a 600 subscribers, or my 600 subscribers milestone. So I divided that lot into 3, and so 3 people will get one of those lots from Gigi's Gem, and then also there will be a drawing from for a fossil leather crossbody, and so that will be the drawings. And just comment in this video. Actually, this is what I want you to do. In this video, comment what you have enjoyed the most and what you would like to see more of. I do unboxings, I do my sales, of course, and then I've been doing some craft with me. I've been doing surprises at the thrift store shorts, which are meant to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, maybe a little sarcastic, maybe a little funny, maybe just something to make you go, wait, what? But anyway, just comment about your favorite thing, what you might like to see more of, and then I won't filter for words in the drawing. Everyone who comments will get equal chance in these 6 drawings. So that's how the 600 subscribers celebration will go. Now let's jump right in to part 2 of the lot from Steph at the Steph Style. Here it is, and here's what remains anyway. And just in case there aren't 30 pieces, I have some extra things that I'll add at the end. But before we begin, I'm actually going to offer up my little ceramic kitty cat that I made, and you may have seen him in some shorts. He has a front and back, and how you tell is like his head's kind of flatter on the back, and it's a little more rounded in the front. But there he is. He's kind of beige. The glaze I used on him was actually pink, but there was a place where the glaze, where I forgot to put glaze, actually, right here on the little back of his tail. So I dotted some glaze there, and he went back in the kiln the second time. When he came out, he was this beige color instead of pink. So here he is, this little ceramic kitty cat that I made, and here's where I signed, right there. And the little kitty here is, he's $8, and he is actually too big. If you're thinking of using him as a ring holder, his tail is too big for that, maybe. This ring I'm wearing is kind of tight. I'm going to try it on there and see. So, well, it can maybe hold one really large ring. Maybe he can hold a bracelet or something like that. But he's not going to be item 1. You'll just claim him by saying you want the ceramic kitty, and he is first come, first serve because he's the only one I have. So $8 for the kitty cat. And oh, well, I guess you might want some measurements. He's, I don't know, about maybe 5 inches tall and about 3 inches across this way. And there he is. And now the pieces from the jewelry jar from Steph. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. This fell out of something. So we have a star sapphire in here somewhere. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's pull a few things out. Well, that was more than I intended to come out. I might have to set everything aside. I'm trying to get this untangled so I can find an end to this. Almost everything came out of the bag at one time. There we go. If you want a quick way to untangle a bunch of stuff, undo the clasp, and that makes untangling stuff usually at least a little easier. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas holiday. There we go. Well, okay, there we go. So first thing is this ring here, and this is glass and rhinestones, the matte gold tone. Let's see. Actually, it says 925 right there. Let's go ahead and test that and see if that tests correctly. It has like a matte, like gold wash over it. So that makes me curious about these stones, but they're probably glass, I think. We'll give that a check. Okay. Well, the scratch looks nice. And it is positive. So we do have a sterling ring. There's our nice blue. And let's see what these stones are. I had you paused for a while. I went ahead and got the gem eye calibrated. These are probably glass. So they're not, the needle's not even moving. So yeah, these are just rhinestones. What are these tiny things right here? I think they're just metal, actually. Oh, nope. The little tiny ones are something. They're going up to the quartz citrine amethyst line. Let me try another one here. I wonder what it is. I thought maybe it was just a little bit of diamond cut in the metal there to make it shiny. Okay, well, it's something. Little chips of something. Maybe. But there it is. It's pretty. Have your little red and white stones. That would have been nice for Christmas. That's what it looks like on. Super pretty. Let's see. Size on it is about a 7 1/4. And it needs a cleaning, which I will give it. Has a little bit of dirt just right here inside the band. You have a little split shaft right here. Again, these that I thought was just diamond cut in the metal, but it's actually some kind of little chip of a stone in there. You have 3, 4 of those on each side, and then your 2 little red rhinestones and your center white one. And it's all in 925, and it's beautiful. So let's do that one. I should have gotten some bags ready ahead of time. There. So this one's going to start us off as number 1. Remember, the cat is not number 1. You just say you're asking for the cat, if that's what you're asking for. The ring here is number 1. And we'll do that one for $8. A nice start. to what's probably going to be a great part 2 from Steph. There we go. Okay, number 2. This is a stretch bracelet with these sort of orange rhinestones. Let's see. Yeah, the stretch is really nice on it. That's what it looks like on. And let's see, without stretching, it is, it's about a 7 1/4, maybe almost a 7 1/2, and that's without stretching, which I like. If I can wear a stretch bracelet and just use the stretch for getting it on and off, but it's not stretched while I have it on, is ideal for me so that there's no gaps in it, you know, like that when I'm wearing it. But this is a pretty sort of a yellowy golden topaz, or maybe a citrine kind of color. But these are acrylic rhinestones, and it could use a little cleaning, which I will. I'll give that a bath in the ultrasonic and shine that up. And that's going to be number 2. And that'll be $2. Okay, we're only going to go to 30, remember, and I have extra items if there's not 30 here. Let's see, this is going to go to craft because it does not have any stretch, but it's got some really nice little elements for crafting. All these amber colored cabochons with these pretty little heart-shaped, or flower-shaped, why did I say heart? These little flower-shaped spacers in between with a tiny little rhinestone right in the center of each one. And I have, you may remember from part 1 of this, I already had created a craft lot. And then at the end of part 2 here, I'm going to decide whether the craft lot is just going to become inventory for my crafting projects or if I will sell it. Okay, this is just somebody's little travel memento, it looks like. And either that's supposed to be a G, maybe, key ring, or maybe something used to be mounted in there. I think it's supposed to be a G. And then it has this little lucky penny that spins around. Somebody got that in Washington, D.C. And this is a 2000 and, what does that say? 2003? Yeah, a 2003 penny encased in acrylic, apparently. A lucky penny. And then this little phone cord thingy. And that'll just be a gift with purchase for whoever would like to claim that. So just gift with purchase. Let me go ahead and set that and label it. Gift with purchase. First come, first serve. Okay. A pretty black cuff, just acrylic cuff with some surface scratching on it. I can shine that up. But yeah, just a nice little basic piece. Goes with my shirt today. And there we are. Nice little classic. Go with everything. I was wearing a long sleeve t-shirt today, but nothing wrong with looking a little more polished no matter what you're wearing. And a little bracelet can help do that. So we will, let's see, grab a bag again. And this one's going to be number 3. And we'll also do this little cuff for $2. It looks like we have almost like a black theme right here. Coincidentally, number 3 for $2. Oh, I didn't give you a size on that. Let me get that back out of the bag and give you a size. about right at a 7. And it's about an inch, maybe a little bit more than an inch across. So there we are. Now, that's number 3. Okay, moving along. This is really pretty. This shell bracelet. Let's cut into these shards. I like that sound. Okay, oh wow, that's a very dramatic piece right there. The colors are really nice on that. It's mostly these grays and blacks, but then you can have the rainbow iridescence in the shell. And I like the design where it looks spiky like that. Steph likes spikes, so I'm surprised she didn't keep this one. Love that. That's really, really pretty. Lots of good stretch left in it. Actually, really great stretch. Let's see. And the elastic doesn't look like it's been used really, or at least not used much. This one could be new. Without stretching, it sits right just before a 7. That one's really gorgeous. And that one is going to be number 4. And we'll do it for $4. 4 for 4. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say at the top of the video, anything you're interested in buying, of course, you can just contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and we will work it out there. And all you need to do is put in the subject line the item number and the price. And then if you have multiple items you want to put in one email, you can do that. But some things do get snapped up pretty quick. So if you wait until the end of the video and then send one email with everything you want in it, there is a higher likelihood of some of the things you want already being taken. So if you want to just keep a tab open on your email and just do it as you go, then you don't even have to type up a body to the email. Just put in the subject line the item number and the price, and then I will respond back with a thumbs up if you're the first one to claim it and it's yours, or a thumbs down if someone has already claimed that item. If you get a thumbs down, then I will send a reply also, and the reply will tell you your place on the wait list. So if you're first on the wait list, for example, then the person who's already claimed it, for whatever reason, they're not able to take that piece after all, or they've changed their mind or something like that, then I'll contact you if you're the first one on the wait list and let you know, hey, it's available, do you still want it? And then so on. So that's how you claim things here. Here is, see, it's an adjustable ring, silver tone. I love this metallic looking little cabochon stone. That's just a really just classy looking piece. I really like that. It has this sort of braided cord design around the setting where it curls around right there and right there. That's how it looks from the side. Oh, you're getting mine in the way there. That's how it looks from the side. And it is adjustable. Where it sits right now, let's see, where's my mandrel? Where it sits right now, it is about a 6 3/4. Well, actually, it's really about a 7 where it sits right now. But it can go a little bigger and a little smaller. I like that nice high setting. I like those little pointy prongs. And that really pretty grayish hematite looking cabochon. It's an acrylic stone. It's not cold at all. It's not even cool. So that's acrylic. But that's a pretty one there. And we'll let it be $1. And that's going to be number 5. There we go. 2, when you order something, monthly shipping is assumed. If you want ASAP shipping, you need to let me know when you order, and ASAP just means it goes out to you within 48 hours, and you'll pay shipping each time you place an ASAP order. Or if you just want to pay shipping one time, just go with the assumed monthly, and then you'll pay your shipping once, and all of your pieces will come to you at the end of the month. As I'm filming this right now, it's Friday, which I think is the 27th, or Saturday, excuse me, which I think is the 27th. And December's packages will start to get packed up either later today or maybe sometime tomorrow to get mailed out Monday and Tuesday. So by the time you see this, the December packages will be getting mailed. So you'll pay, these will be the January packages right here. When you make your first order is when you'll pay your monthly shipping, and then your package will come to you at the end of the month with all of your January purchases in it. And unless you want ASAP shipping, which again, monthly shipping is assumed. So if you want ASAP, you have to specify that when you email me. So here is one of those necklaces from the, like 20 teens was when those first became popular. Got the little cabochons on it, and then the little dangly beads. Here's the setting. Sort of J. Crew style. This, of course, is not J. Crew, but it's in that sort of style. And let's see. I don't see a brand on it at all. There's a silver tone chain. Let me measure this outside of the light box. The length, the drop length that is, without the extender, is 7.5 inches, and then you have a 3-inch extender. And what constitutes the drop length on this is from right here, where it clasps together, to the top of this middle, the centermost little, I guess, pendant is what you would call that. So from here to here is what 7.5 inches, but then you have this 3-inch extender, which gives you another 1.5 inches of drop length, and it's just black and silver tone. And you can use a wipe down on the chain, or probably all over it could use a wipe down. I wouldn't put it in the ultrasonic just because these little cabochons are glued on here, and I don't know what type of glue was used, and the ultrasonic can actually weaken some glue bonds. So I'll just give this a wipe down and clean it up a little bit for you. Let's see, and that's going to be number 6. And we'll just do that one. Let's do that one for $1. It's perfectly wearable, but lots of little crafty pieces. For anybody who likes to craft, you can take that apart and make all sorts of things with it. I've taken necklaces like this apart, and we're like, take one of these and make that into an earring or a pendant even. Take all of these little danglies off and then hang little single rhinestones down from each one. You can completely restyle something like this. So don't assume that just because it's not the look anymore that it's just not useful, because you can completely restyle it into something else. Okay, number 7 will be, let's see, these come in all sorts of brands. This one apparently, let's see, is unbranded, but it has this magnetic closure. It's about 1.25 inches wide, and here are the colors on it. This champagne color. You have these kind of bronze colored rhinestones and clear rhinestones, little metallic threads going through to highlight. Oh, wait a minute. It's coming apart right there. So this is going to go into the craft bag, which I think actually I'm going to just offer up the craft bag for sale. Let me recap what's already in here actually. Here's what went in today, and then from part 1, we have these shells, a shell bracelet, which is or anklet. I think that's an anklet. It's in great shape. I'm putting it in here just because I really don't have much success selling the little shell chip things. There's a whole set of these bangles with the navy and gold, and then some of the rhinestones are missing. It's like a gold tone bangle with navy thread wrapped around, and then some of the rhinestones are missing, and also some of the thread is coming loose, like right here. But there's a whole set of these in here, and then there are these that go with it. These little sort of knobby, bumpy gold tone or brass bangles. So all of those are in there, and then this other stretch bracelet right here, which doesn't have very good stretch on it, and just different shades of green, and it's set in a matte gold tone with some little green AB stones on these panels. And then right now we're adding to it this bracelet, just because on this sort of metallic threaded layer, it's coming loose right there. And that can just be glued back down. If somebody's handy with their glue, just take a little bit of fabric glue and stick that back in place. So I'll give you a price on the craft lot at the end of the video. So here we are with a silver tone, little sand dollar, sort of hammered looking on the top. There's your sand dollar design. The cord feels like a fabric cord, like cotton maybe. Silver tone lobster closure. And actually we'll just add that to the craft bag. And this looks sort of Brighton-esque, sort of. It is an unbranded watch, but it has sort of that Brighton vibe to it. This rope halo is really pretty. You can use a wipe down. Japan movement, stainless steel back, and a beaded bracelet with a toggle closure. I don't really see a watch with a toggle closure very often. But there you go. And the little toggle itself has like this little design on it, little texture design. And that's really pretty. So yeah, this whole thing did have sort of a black and white theme, this little handful. Let's give you a size on it. This is about a size 6, I would call that. And we'll do that one for $4. And what number are we on? We're on 7. And here's how I do watches. So this is $4, but there's a place in town where I live that will install watch batteries for $5. So also let me know if you are ordering any watch from me ever, but if you're ordering this watch, let me know if you would like a battery installed, and if so, I will add $5 to the price. And I'm not making anything on that. The $5 is tax included. It's what they charge me to put a battery in. So if you want a battery put in, you need to let me know when you email me, and then add $5 to the price. So this one, if you wanted the battery, would be $9. And again, I'm not making anything on that. That's just what they charge me to install the battery. So now the next handful, I'll say. The next handful. It looks like we will end up needing those extra things. So I'm glad I got them. Okay, this will go into craft. It's just a little beaded bracelet. Well, I thought it was going to be a stretch, but it doesn't have any stretch to it. So I guess you just sort of roll it on like that. A little colorful thing with tiny little seed beads all threaded together. It did take somebody some time to do that. I don't know, maybe a machine could have made that somehow. But that's just going to go into our craft bag. Here's a fun little thing. Let's see what we have here. A little red, white, and blue. What kind of patriotic things do we have coming up? Let's see, January, February, March, April, May. Memorial Day is coming up in May. This might be something fun to wear as you recognize Memorial Day. And that's pretty. It's just it's unbranded. Well, that little cabochon is seated like crooked. You see that? I don't feel right selling that. Well, actually, I'll do that. I'll just do that as is. Let me go ahead and give you the information on it. I'll just do it as is for $1. Because you might like this, but not necessarily want an entire craft bag. So, and if you're handy with glue, you could pop that stone off and reseat it. And I'll tell you what I'll do. If anybody's interested in this, actually, the price will still be $1. But I'm going to just pop that stone off and I'll reseat it on there so it'll be straight. But it'll still be just $1. Let's see, the drop is 8.5 inches. And then you have a 3-inch extender. And let's see, that's the back. You can see a little bit of the glue that was used to seat these little acrylic stones into their settings. Here's the crooked one right there. I'm just going to pop that off of its setting and straighten it up and re-glue it. But there it is. That's a fun little piece with the patriotic colors, and it will be, like I said, $1. And it's number 8. There we go. Okay, number 9. Oh, how gorgeous. Look at that. That's a deep purple cat's eye stone, which is pretty significant in size. It's over 2 inches. It might actually be 3 inches from the top of the bail to the bottom of the setting. It's almost 3 inches long. Let's find that. Oh, it already is unclasped. I was going to unclasp it, but it's already unclasped. See, it's on a leather cord, a short leather cord. And there's your Chico's hang tag, and it's marked on the back right there, Chico's. And it's like a matte, sort of golden colored silver tone. Like it has a warm hue to it, but it's a matte silver tone. And it's scratchy and dinged up, but it looks like it's supposed to be. Looks like it's supposed to have sort of a, I don't know, brutalist, industrial type look to it. It looks like it has gouges on the back, which are there on purpose. It's made that way. So I'll clean it up a little bit, give it a good wipe down, but that's a beautiful stone in there. The drop, this is going to be choker length, I think, or maybe just a little longer than choker length. Yeah, 7 inches. And then you get another about 2 inches worth of drop length because you have a 4-inch extender right here. But there's how that looks, and that's a beautiful necklace. So the Chico's is number 9. And we're going to do that one for, oh goodness, how about a 9 for 9? That's beautiful. Okay. There we are. Okay, let's see. This looks fun. What is this? This is a key ring. It's Cozumel. You have a dolphin, a flip-flop, palm tree, and your little Cozumel right there on a key ring. And that is just cute. There we go. And just the little travel Cozumel key ring is going to be number 10. And, oh, I don't know. We'll do that for $3, but let's see. The reason I wrote that 8 there, we'll do it for 3, but if you want me to add a purse charm clip, it'll be 8. I'll put PC for purse charm. So 3 as is. If you get all that, $3 as it is. It's just a key ring. But if you want me to add a purse charm clip, I'll do that. I'll add a silver tone purse charm clip, and the price will be $8. Not just for the clip, but $8 all together with the clip, or just $3 as it is now. So hopefully that made sense. And look at that. I don't know why I put a dollar sign right there. Number 10. There you go. Again, $3 as is, or $8 if I add a purse clip to it. Oh, you might want to size on that. I keep forgetting to do that. Where's the, there it is. About 4 inches long on the Cozumel Travel keyring. There we are. Okay, 1/3 of the way through. This is a really involved necklace right here. Let's see what's going on with this. Is it? No, that's acrylic. So you have a gunmetal chain, sort of a rope link chain, and there's a lot going on. Let me get this out of the light box. Okay, wow, this is a very, this is a statement. Okay, let's get these out of here. So there's room. I might have to put this on Ethel and drop a picture in, but Ethel had to be stored away to make room for people in our dining room for Christmas. So I can't put it on Ethel right now. I'll have to do that after I'm done filming, and then hopefully remember to drop that picture in. So, okay, here we go, I think. All right, so it's gunmetal chain, this sort of this rope link style chain, and this is a very dramatic necklace. Okay, so here you have this, and you kind of get a hint of what's happening from the sides right here. So these chains get longer and longer and longer as you move toward the middle of the necklace. And there's the effect, just this cascade of teardrops. See the black faceted teardrops all the way down to right there. So let me measure all this to give you an idea, if you can picture, if you will, how that might look. So, okay. I don't have enough room to do measurement the way I was going to, so let's come up with another plan. Okay, it's got a 10.5 inch drop from here to here. That's 10.5 inches. So then from that point to the end of the longest, I'm just going to say pendant. And that's that middle chain that hangs down. That hangs down another 8 inches. And then they're graduated up each side from there. So I'll try to remember to drop in a picture of Ethel wearing this. Can I get this straightened back out to lay it out for you one more time? So I'll have to dig Ethel out of my daughter's room and put this on her and give you a picture. Hopefully I'll remember to do that before I upload this video. But there we go. This is a really dramatic, depending on what you're wearing for New Year's, this would definitely be a nice, no, it's not sparkly, but if you just want a nice dramatic piece, this would definitely fit the bill for that. Let's see. I need a bigger bag. Let's try one of these. I think that'll be better. So this is going to be number 11. And we're going to say $5 for number 11. This is a very statement-y necklace. There will be no problem at all putting this into the ultrasonic, which I will. Make it as nice and glossy and shiny in that way as I can. Again, it's not sparkly, but it can definitely be shiny if it's cleaned up and polished up. Okay. So our next batch of items. And I think that'll be everything. Okay, we have a stone right here, but I just heard the gem-eye cut off. We have some kind of stone here. That's cold. I don't think it's going to tell me exactly what it is, but we can definitely check it out. It's gray, but it has these little bitty places of blue in it. Let's turn that back on and see what I get. And while that is getting calibrated, I'll go ahead and give, or while it's warming up, I'll go ahead and give measurements on this. It's an 8.5-inch drop with a 3-inch extender. And then this feather pendant is 3 inches. And there's a mark on this. I'm not sure what that mark says. Is that one of those that says like Elizabeth II? Oh, it is. That's exactly what that says. Okay, so maybe somebody got this when they were traveling in Britain. We shall see. So since this gem-eye cut off, I'll have to recalibrate. So I'll bring you along for that this time. You can't just turn it on and go like I could with a Presidium, because every single time you turn it on, it has to be calibrated, which, yeah, it's sort of a pain, but I appreciate why, and it's to give as clear of a reading as possible. So let's see what this is. It does not even move, but it is some kind of stone. Oh wait, it does move a little bit. Can't tell what it's doing though. It starts to go up and then it moves right back down. So I really don't know that's odd. I don't know what the statement or what the stone is. Let me double check that. Okay, no, it's definitely not the gem-eye, it's the stone. I don't know why it starts to move up a little bit and then drops right back down, but this clearly is a stone. It looks like this necklace is missing something right here and right here on each side where these little spacers are. Looks like a charm used to hang off of each one of those. So because something is missing, I think I will do some spontaneous crafting right now and put something right there where those used to be. Okay, I'll need some tools. Got these 3 head pins and then a few beads. So everything won't fit in there, so I'll keep my beads out here. But I'm going to put on each head pin a silver bead, and well, on 2 of them I'm going to put on a silver bead and this sort of grayish blue to go with the gray and blue in the beads. And I've seen a loop tool that makes this a lot easier, and maybe that needs to be my next jewelry tool purchase. Is it's called a looper, which makes what I just did right here a lot easier. So there we go, put another silver one on and another grayish blue one. And bend that. Oh, that didn't go so well. Let's try that again. Wait, I've got to get a closer look. Okay, I realized that these beads are too big right there for the heads on these pins, because these silver beads were just sliding right off. So instead, I'm just going to put 3 of these grayish blue on 2 of these, the 2 that go on each side. So I did this one already. This is the one that had the 1 silver bead and the 1 grayish blue. And I just redid that while I had the camera paused. And now I'm doing the other one. And these will be the ones that hang on each side. And trying to bend this wire over is the job that would be a lot easier if I had a looper. Here we go. That's what I'm going for. And then now on this third one, I'm going to have these same beads that as these small grayish blue ones that are also a little larger, and these will not slide off. So I'm going to put a larger one to go down there with the feather pendant. And I'm hearing the dogs going crazy, so that must mean a delivery is here. So let me put this one last bead on and then go rescue the delivery person. I'll be right back. Okay, some of the delivery people around here are wise to our dogs, which Skeeter himself, he's close to 100 pounds, and he looks very intimidating, but he's not. He's a big toddler, so a lot of the delivery people have recognized that, and they realize they can walk right past him. Some of the delivery people actually will throw him a dog treat, and I think that's really the reason they're barking, because they don't know whenever they're dealing with a delivery person that's going to give them a treat. So anyway, the delivery person has been rescued. All right, so now I have these 2. These will go on each side. This one with the bigger bead on it will hang with the feather. Let me check and see who's calling me. Okay, that was my son calling me from upstairs. So let's get back to it. I'm going to cut off the excess wire here. Couldn't find my word. There we go. I'll cut that off of each one of these. I'm going to hold this little piece right here, so I don't really measure it, really. I just kind of eyeball it and then use the cutoff piece as a guide. There we go. And then this last one. Actually, I can't use the same guide because the wire's not the same length on this one. So I guess that'll be a good length for this one. There we go. And then I'm going to loop all 3 of these. While I was up with the camera paused, rescuing the delivery person, I also warmed up my coffee in the microwave, so that's that beep if you hear that in the background. I forgot to get it out, so it's going to sit there and beep at me until I go get it. So I'm looping all 3 of these. Here we go. And then where did the last one go? There it is. I just realized that the first one that I did may not have even been in the frame. Okay, that one didn't close up. All right, there we go. I think that almost did it. There. Okay, sorry I fell out of the frame on all 3 of those. Now I'm going to take rings and attach these to the necklace. Here is how I open up a ring in case you haven't seen this before. There are some newcomers to the channel. I hold it and I open it with a twisting motion because that helps it close. The 2 ends will close flush with each other when I twist it back. If I were to separate it like this, it's hard to get them all the way back flush. And I don't want a gap there. So these 2 that are just the 3 beads that are all the same size, those are going to go on the 2 sides, and then this one with the larger bead at the bottom is going to hang with the feather pendant. Actually, I'm seeing a little bit of a gap right there, so I'm going to close this a little tighter there, because I don't want that falling off. Okay, now I'll hang this one on with the pendant, and then I'll put the other 2 with the little sides. And I don't know if something originally did hang with the pendant, I just thought it would look nice. Okay, I'm trouble getting that, there we go. The ring that's holding the pendant was having a hard time going through the ring that's holding the beads, but I finally got it. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. That's how that looks now. And I like these beads because they're sort of iridescent. They have sort of a moonstone look to them, but they're just glass. But I like how they have that little bit of almost iridescence to them. Okay, oh, there they are. I lost those 2 for a second. Now let's put the other 2 on. I have a lot going on right now. You'll probably hear the oven beep in a minute, meaning that it's finished heating, because I'm about to put a pizza in there for my husband. Let's see, I want that to hang on the bottom. So I gotta orient it this way. And there's my oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach both of these, and then I'll pause to go put that in the oven. Well, and then I'll be back after that. I think despite my best efforts, I'll have a gap here in this one. I do. There, I got that closed. Okay, so there's that one. I'll put on the other one, and then I'll lay it out so you can see how it looks. I'll lay out the necklace, that is, so you can see how it looks with the little beads attached to it. I had a new tool set, jewelry tool set on my Christmas wish list, but I didn't get that under the tree this year, but I did get a gift card. So I think I'm going to use that gift card to buy that tool set. The tools are a little upgraded. The ones, the set that I had on my wish list. It's a little more upgraded than the ones I have here. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. So we have these two little iridescent beads, or little groups of iridescent beads hanging down there, and then a longer one that hangs down with the feather. So there we go. And we'll do that one. Let's see, I'll need a bigger bag for that one. Let's see. So this one's going to be number 12. And we're going to do that one for $7. So this is genuine stone. I don't know what the stone is, but it is some kind of stone. Then you have the silver tone spacers, this type right here. And then you have these little barrel beads. Let's see, where's the other end? There it is. These little barrel beads there. And then the two here that have the loops for something to hang off. And we made something to hang off. And then we put the other little charm right here with the feather pendant. And the feather pendant is nice and detailed and pretty. The whole thing has a lobster clasp, silver tone, and then it has this Elizabeth II little metal. I don't think that has anything to do with a brand. Like maybe somebody got that in a gift shop when they were traveling in England, maybe. Let's see what the measurement on it is. I can't remember if I did that for you already. It's an 8-inch drop. And then the feather pendant is about 3 inches long. You have a 2-inch extender. And there it is. Right there. So number 12 is what that will be for $7. Okay, and now I'm going to go put a pizza in the oven, and I'll be right back. So that was just a second for you. It was a few minutes for me. I was putting the pizza into the oven, and when I went to, well, first, before I opened the oven, I thought, it smells weird in here, like something's burning. And, well, not like burning as in on fire. It just smelled like something was too hot in the oven, and nothing should have been in the oven yet. So I opened it up. It had preheated to 425. Opened up the oven and found out I scrambled some eggs Christmas morning in my big cast iron skillet because there were a bunch of us here for breakfast. And I thought someone had cleaned my cast iron skillet, and I just now found out that they didn't clean it. They hid it in the oven. So that's what I was smelling, is my scrambled egg cast iron skillet heating up to 425 in the oven. So yeah, that's what was happening here. It's out of the oven now, and after it cools off, I will be cleaning that and speaking to the person who was supposed to be cleaning that skillet. So on with the show. Let's see, this is a little symbol of some kind. I don't know what that is. Please chime in the comments if you know what that is. Maybe a letter B, like a fancy script letter B. In this gold tone huggy earring. Hopefully there will be a match to that. I'll set that over to the side for now. See, oh, here's something new with tags. Made exclusively for Leah Sophia. Okay. Thought maybe a collaboration, but no. Made exclusively for. Maybe this is just a factory that has an agreement with Leah Sophia, or something like that. But this is simple. It is new with tags, but it's just a little simple silver tone with these sort of golden topaz or citrine colored cabochons, faceted cabochons, and little faux pearls. It's really, really pretty. Just simple and sparkly. And it's even branded right here on the back of one of the settings. Let's see, I'm trying to get this turned all around so you can see it. Oh, this is neat. Okay, down one side, they're more kind of golden colored. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. They're more kind of golden colored down one side, and then down the other side, they're more kind of yellow, like lemonade colored. So that's really neat. That would be a neat New Year's Eve look. Of course, you know, I don't think I could, even with ASAP shipping, I don't think it would get to you in time for New Year's Eve. I ordered something, or actually I shipped something that was supposed to go priority. I shipped it on December 13th, and it bounced around for 15 days, and it went actually to the town where the recipient lives, and then went all over the state of Alabama for 9 days, just bouncing all around. The tracking looked ridiculous. And finally, priority, which is supposed to be 3 days, it got there, I think, like 12 days after I shipped it. So all of that to say, even if you got ASAP shipping and I shipped this out to you, you know, Monday, I doubt that you would have it before January. But, so you wouldn't get it in time for New Year's, but it's still a nice, pretty piece that with these colors, it would actually be pretty for spring. It looks kind of sunshiny and sparkly with the pearls, or faux pearls, that is. That might be a pretty piece to wear to the beach. Have a beach trip planned for spring break, maybe. And yes, it is already time to start thinking about that stuff. So this new tags, Leah Sophia, that's going to be number 13. And, oh goodness, we'll just do her for $3. It's just a simple little piece. Very pretty. A little bit of light surface scratching just from being knocked around on a display rack. Nice and pretty. Number 13 for $3. Let's see, this is heavy gold tone link bracelet with some velvet ribbon wrapped through it, but the ribbon looks like has seen better days. We might take that ribbon out. And honestly, looking at it, I'm wondering if it was just added by someone and it's not original to the bracelet. I don't think it is original to the bracelet. Yeah, I really don't. So I'm going to remove that and just let this be a gold tone bracelet. So let me go grab my scissors. Okay. Let's see how they did this. Oh, I'll just snip it right through there. They put the jump ring right here through the ribbon also. It may have been originally made this way, but I don't know. There we go. A nice little thread there. It's wanting to hang on pretty darn tight. I think it's going to look a lot better though without this ribbon on it. And then it's through the ring on this side too. I'm going to have little bits of purple fuzz all in the light box now. Okay. Yeah, that's looking much better. I don't think that ribbon was original to this bracelet. My scissors are a little on the dull side, it looks like. And I think that'll do it, maybe. Mostly. Okay, there we are. So we'll get rid of the ribbon and the associated fuzz. There we go. And there we are. Much nicer, much nicer. So here's how it looks on. And it has a little bit of weight to it. It's not super heavy, but it's it does have some nice weight. Like it would feel nice on, or it does feel nice on. And I like the detail here on the toggle. That's pretty neat. The size on it is about a 6 to a 6.5. And there we are. And it's unbranded, just a simple little gold tone bracelet. And that one's going to be number 14. And we're going to do that one for, let's just do that one for $3. Oh, that little earring in the way. There we go. Okay. Some little XO earrings that were formerly $4.99. So these are little gold tone and rhinestone XOs, which are super, super cute and brand new on the card. They're tiny. They are tiny, maybe a 1/4 inch across. Brand new on the card, gold tone, little pave set rhinestones on the O's. And since these were originally $4.99, that's my oven timer telling me that the pizza's ready. So this is going to be number 15. And we're just going to do those for $1. There we go. And now I'm going to go get the pizza out. Okay, hopefully that's the last thing I'm going to have to get up for. Here is another shell anklet, and we're going to add that to our ever-growing craft bag. I'm really loving this, this jewelry jar from Steph. Okay, here's another single earring. It's really cool. Little faux calf hair with leopard print or cheetah print and layered tassels. That's cute. Not my style. I don't wear tassels, but it is cute. Those of you who like tassels will, and animal print. Actually, I know some people who love animal print who would probably really enjoy that. I'm going to back this camera out a little bit. There. Where if that'll be. That'll give me a little more room and not fall off the shot as often. Okay, is this a stone? Yeah, that is a stone. Let's see if it's got any kind of 925 mark. Don't see one. Oh no, it has a look that makes me want to just see. All right, well there is not a coppery scratch, there's a bright silvery scratch. Let's see what that scratch tells us. Inconclusive is what that tells us. Let me get a better scratch. I didn't scratch very much. So without a mark, really I wasn't expecting anything, so I just didn't really scratch it very much. significant scratch. Let's see what it says. No, that is going to be negative. But it did have a nice scratch. Okay. So I don't know what the stone is. It is cold. The gem eye is turned off. So let's turn it back on and we'll put it with the single earrings. And we'll test it later. Here's a feather earring. That reminds me of Christina at Stina Resells. She loves her feathers. Let's see, this has that what's really popular now, that Van Cleef little flower look. And let's get that unlooped. There we go. What a pretty drop. Okay, it has this loop on the back to make the Y. That's a Y drop. It has a brushed silver tone finish on the larger and smaller ones. It's a Y drop silver tone, and it actually looks new. Let's see if there's any kind of maker anywhere on here, and there's not. But this is really cute. A Y drop with the little, this is not Van Cleef, but it's got that, that little flower design that Van Cleef made popular. This keeps flopping over to the side. But there it is, a little Y drop, and it looks new. The larger flower here is about 1 inch across. The smaller ones maybe about 1/4 inch across, or maybe 1/3 of an inch across. And the drop, that is from the clasp, and there's not an extender on it. So from the clasp down to the smaller little flower here, from here to here, here to here is 8 inches, and then the drop on the Y is about 2 3/4, and there's not an extender. That's really, really pretty. I like that brushed silver tone finish, and it's new. I can't guarantee that, of course. It's in a jewelry jar, but I really believe that is new. Bright silver tone with a pretty little Y drop. Okay, that one is going to be number 16. And we'll do that one for $4. That's really nice. Okay, we're almost officially at our halfway point. Okay, number 17. Right? Yeah, 17. This is a little acrylic necklace. It has little, I don't know, something's on it right there. It got discolored somehow. You see that? It's sort of seafoam green, but then there's this little bright yellow blob right there. I don't know, it may be that way on purpose, but it looks like maybe it's got some discolored little shards. Or maybe some of them are discolored like that to give it the appearance of being natural, because this is all acrylic. And let's see, the cord looks nice and clean. The extender and the clasp look nice and clean. Let's give you a drop on it. We're just going to do this one for $1. So let me give you a drop on it. It's, well, I'm having a hard time getting the extender straightened out. So the drop measurement is 8 inches, and you have a 3-inch extender. And then on these little shards, the longest one in the middle is about 2.5 inches. The shortest one up at the top is just under 1 inch. And then they're graduated in length. This is the 1-inch one right here. And then, you know, they get a little longer as you go down. And then this is the one that's, what did I say, 3 something? Almost 3, 2 3/4. And it's a pretty sort of, it's on the bluish side of seafoam green. And that one is going to be number 17. And we'll just do it for $1. Got some nice prices in this last show of December. And remember, even though this show is in December, these are January packages, the monthly packages that you buy, or any jewelry you buy from this video will go in your January package. Okay, and let's see. Oh, here's that other. Oh, okay, the little huggy thing goes on this. Okay, this is a baseball logo. I'm not a baseball girl, so if you are a baseball person, you were probably screaming at the camera or at your screen telling me who this is. I don't know who this is, but it's looks like MLB earrings. Let's see, I don't see gold tigers. Okay, and the little tiger heads have these orange rhinestones all the way around. And then you have these little blue bees. I don't know, Bengals? Is Bengals baseball? Is that what these are? Okay, and I don't see an original price, but these are new on the card, Bauble Bar. And let's see, is that going to fit in here? Yes. So we'll do those. I don't even know what those would have gone for new. It's going to be number 18. And we're going to do those for $6. New on the card, MLB little rhinestone earrings. For, I don't know the team. They're cute, but they're these little huggy hoops. And the bees hang down just over an inch. The little tigers. Let me take that back. The tigers hang down just over an inch. The bees hang down about 1.5 inches, maybe close to 2 inches. Those are cute. Yeah, I'm not a baseball person. Number 18, $6. Okay, 19. We have a silver tone and a little piece of shell. No extender, just a little silver tone chain. Simple little necklace. Let's see, where's my tape measure? The drop on this one is 7.5 inches, and the pendant is about 1 inch. And that is what it looks like. Pretty little shell piece there. That's really pretty. I like the iridescence in these shell pieces. Let's see. Here we are. Number 19. And we'll do the shell silver tone necklace for $1. Okay, here is something. G and B. I'm not sure what this is. It's a piece to something. A clasp to something. But I don't see what it could go to. So we'll just, I'll just put that into the craft bag. Okay, what is, this is 1 piece or 2 pieces? It is 2, I think. Yeah, it's 2. So we have a cross. Just a simple See, that's the back. Now it is a little misshapen. I think you can see how it kind of, I tell more looking this way. See how it's got some curvature right there. Let's see, about 3 inches long, almost 2 inches across. No maker, no extender. The drop is about 9 3/4. And because I have the tape out, this is actually about 2.5 inches long, 1.5 across. And there it is. And we'll do that one also for $1. That's going to be number 20. Okay, number 21 is, I thought I saw a Silpata mark somewhere. Yes, I do. There it is right there. Since this is Silpata, this metal is probably, well, I don't know. I was about to say probably sterling because that's what Silpata works in, but this doesn't feel like sterling. Let me get this out of the light box and see if I can get it and twist it and sort it out. Okay, here we go. It's multiple strands of cord. Leather cord. It's hard to tell if that's genuine leather. And then that's how the pendant part looks. It's hard to tell if this is genuine leather. It doesn't really feel like it. And this doesn't feel like sterling. But yet here's a Silpata tag. And normally if you see Silpata, it's going to be like real leather and it's going to be real sterling. So I don't know if we got a really bright silver scratch, but this just doesn't feel like sterling. Maybe it's because it's so thin. Let's see. Okay, well it is sterling. It is. It is very much sterling. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say about that. This is very thin, so maybe that's why it didn't feel like sterling. I mean, not super duper thin, like you can see right there, but it's not thick. It just doesn't have that buttery feel. I don't know, but it tested sterling. So this probably is leather, I would say. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I thought I was about to tell you that this is a faker, but really not many people fake Silpata. But anyway, or I've never heard of Silpata being faked. But here it is, just a layered necklace. That's how it lays when you wear it. The drop, I'm talking about from the clasp without the extender all the way down to the shortest layer, is 13 inches. And then you have a 2-inch extender. So that's from where you clasp it right here to the top of this shortest layer right there. That's where it's, oh, I don't know, what did I say, 13 inches? Yes, 13 inches. And then, of course, you get another inch of drop because of this 2-inch extender here. So there we go. I'm not even going to look it up. I'm just going to give you a good price on it. Let's see, that's going to be number 21. Wow, we are in the home stretch. And it's going to be, goodness, let's just do it for $9. Because that is sterling. It looks kind of artsy. It's really artsy looking. and lightweight. Here we go. There. 21 for $9. Okay, and then we have these singles. This little earring here, the feather, and the little faux calf hair. Those are all going to go into our calf lot. And then we're going to get out the extra pieces. I brought 9 more to make it an even 30. I'll be right back. So I am right back, but not as right back as I made it sound like I would be. It's actually 2 days later. I had so many interruptions, as you have noticed already by now from the rest of the video, but some more interruptions, and I actually just had to stop for the day that day. And so now I am wrapping up this video 2 days later. So here is actually, I had missed this completely the first time around. I overlooked it. I think it was sitting like upside down right over here somewhere, and I completely overlooked it. But it's not going to be an item in this sale. I'm going to craft with this. If you remember at the beginning of the video, there was this little note floating around in the bag, and it goes with this. Here is the oval star sapphire, and let's see if I can make that focus, make the stars show up. It's not really, or at least on my screen, the star is not really looking very evident. You can see it just a little bit. That little, the reflection of my ring light is sort of interfering with it. But this is the star sapphire, so named because of that sort of, there you can see it a little bit, sort of a little cat's eye effect in it that's in the shape of a star. And that's what a star sapphire is. And this is a cabochon, meaning that it's flat on the back. And I am going to be crafting with that. I'm going to try to find some gold-plated settings or something like that to make something really nice. And that will be brought to you in a future show. So this is a great piece. Again, this lot is from Steph at the Steph Style, and I'm really impressed with everything in the lot. Now these pieces, which are number 22, I think, through 30, these are ones, I finished the lot from Steph before I wrapped for the day during the first part of the filming. So the remainder of these are just ones that I brought in to round it out and make it an even 30 for this show. So they're all pieces that I already had. I don't think I've already shown these. I may have already shown this one in a previous video, but and maybe this one too, but I really don't recall. So I'm gonna show everything that's in this little pile here, and that should equal 30. And I'm just gabbing. I'll just stop gabbing and start showing the jewelry. So these are some earrings. I think this might be stone or it might be enamel. Let's do a little tap and see. It doesn't have that little ting to it, and it's rather not cold, so it may just be enamel, I think, or acrylic on these little stones, but they are $9.25. Let's get it off the card here, and I'll let Earlene model it for you, and then I'll also show you the test. Oh, and there it is marked on the back too. There's the $9.25 mark. And let's see, I'm not sure what else that says. That's my dishwasher you hear in the background. So I'm not really sure what that says. Let's see if I can zoom in for just a minute without making everybody seasick. I can't really tell what that says. But it is $9.25. And I'll show you a test to confirm that right here, just so you can be sure what you're getting from me. And here is the setting at the top of the stone. And then down here near the bottom will be the ear wire. And let's give that a quick test. Now that I'm looking at these, I really think I may have shown these in a previous video, these earrings. But then there's the positive 925 test. And I guess these are supposed to look like a faux, maybe onyx or something like that. So here comes Earlene, who's looking kind of dusty. She needs a cleaning. But here we go. That's what they look like on. And they're about an inch from the top of the wire to the bottom of the dangle. And that is what they look like. And we'll do these for $8, and they're going to be number 22. There we go. And we're just wrapping up the end of it. I have some unboxings to show you too. I had gotten some things during the holidays when I was not able to film anything just because it was so busy around here. But I got some Christmas friend mail, and I can't wait to show those. One I actually may have ordered. I got something from Michelle at Michelle's Jewelry. And then I got something else, which I'm pretty certain is friend mail, because of a discussion we had earlier from Christina at Stina Resells. So I can't wait to show you all of those things and unbox them right here for you. Okay, this is a pendant, which I believe is 925. I think all of these actually have some 925 on them. So I'll just keep the stone right here and available. Here's the setting for this, and we're going to gem test all of these also. Well, almost all of them. This is coral right here. This one is. So of course that's not going to show up on a gem tester. But there we go. There's the positive 925 for this one, and I don't remember what the stone is here. All of these pendants except for this one, and I think this one. All the rest of these I got at something called, I think, the world's largest flea market in Kentucky, sometime last year, or a couple of years ago maybe. Okay, this is a topaz. This is a blue topaz, which is gorgeous. Nice and sparkly blue. Let's give you a nice measurement on that, like a more precise measurement than using my finger. I don't know how to judge a carat or anything like that, carat weight. So this is almost a 1/2 inch long. Let's see. Yeah, just shy of a 1/2 inch. A little more than 1/4, but shy of 1/2 inch. Very sparkly, faceted, and it's got this high setting, and it's decorative on the side there. And then, of course, open on the back, as will usually be the case on gemstones, just to allow the light to come through. And it's just the pendant without a chain. And it is sterling silver in that setting. So let's see, this one's going to be 23. And this one's going to be, oh goodness. We'll do that one for, we're going to do all of these gemstones. Well, I don't say we're going to do all of these, but this one we'll do for $10. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that down. Let's change that to $8. But I was uncertain about the 10, so I'll just go with that and do this one for $8. Sterling with a blue topaz in that pendant. Number, let's see, this one's going to be $24. I got this one at that same world's largest flea market, which was an interesting trip. My husband and I had gone to Kentucky. Actually, we had gone to Nashville, and then while we were there, we took a little excursion out to Kentucky. This is the for the setting, and then this bottom one here is for this bead that dangles off the bottom. And while we were in Kentucky, we went to the Corvette Museum, which is up there, which that was an interesting little side trip. That was really our main reason for going up there, was to go to the Corvette Museum. And then while we were in Kentucky, we stopped at the world's largest flea market. And there we go, positive 925 for both of those. And when I say both of those, I'm talking about the setting and then the little bead that dangles off the bottom. And then let's see what this stone is. Looking like it may just be glass. It's really slick, and with this domed surface, the probe is really prone to slip off of there. There we go. It's a garnet, which I thought it would be. That's one of my favorite stones, and that's how it looks. It's very, very pretty. Here's the measurement on that. That is about 1.25 inches long from the top of the ring there to the bottom of the little bead at the bottom. And that one is $24. And we'll also do that one for $8. And that is, for all of these, you've heard this before if you've been around here a while, that's about half of what I'm going to list it for on eBay if it doesn't sell here. And so here's this one. And I'm not sure what that stone is. That actually might be acrylic. And there's your mark on the back right there. So let's give this one a quick test. There'll only be one scratch because it's all, the setting is all one piece. And there we are, positive for sterling. And let's see what kind of stone we have here. I think this one's just acrylic, just because it doesn't feel cool at all. Yeah, that's just an acrylic stone, but it's pretty. And you got a nice amount of sterling with that stone in it. I don't know, can that be glass? No, I really think that's just sterling. I mean, just acrylic. It's kind of hard to tell. Here's the measurement on it. It's about 3/4 inch from the very top to the very bottom. It has this nice lemon yellow color to it. Number 25, and that one is also $8. So we are looking at, there we go. Okay, 26. This one I know I've tested before, and I really believe, I thought this would be citrine when I bought it, but I really believe that's glass, if I remember correctly. This one's going to end up, I'm afraid I'm going to double number something again, and I may have actually already at some point in this video. And I already don't remember. That last one was 25? Yeah, so this is 26. So let's go ahead and test that sterling. And again, this setting is all one piece also. There'll just be one scratch for this one. This one's really sparkly. There we go. And there we are, positive. And let's see, here's our gem test, which I believe is glass, if I remember correctly here. It moved a little bit. It's got a lot of faceting on it. It's got actually a little groove down the center. I think that means something when it pops up and then goes right back down, but I'm not sure what it means. I believe it's glass. And then actually, what are these? These little marcasites. Let's see what these tiny things are. It's been a while since I've looked at any of these. That little beep, again, just means I touched metal. Which is really easy to do when you're dealing with these tiny, tiny stones. These tiny ones might also be glass. I'll give that one more shot. Yeah, that's all glass, I believe. These may actually be marcasites, because I'm not sure if marcasites actually will show up on a gem tester. But it's very sparkly, very pretty. This may be crystal, actually, instead of glass, because it's so sparkly. And there's your 925 mark right there on the back. And here's where your chain goes through. And then it hangs down like that instead of suspending from a chain so that you see where the chain goes through. The chain actually goes through the back of the setting. And that's a really interesting one. And then this groove down the middle, there's not really a way I can show you that groove, I don't think. Maybe you can see it a little bit if you look this way. And it looks like two baguettes next to each other, but it's actually one stone. And I think it's actually cut like that just to really maximize the sparkliness of that with the extra facets. So this is 3/4 of an inch long and about a quarter, just a hair over a 1/4 inch wide. And there we are. And 26 is going to also be $8. There we go. So next will be 27. This is maybe Larimar, maybe turquoise. It's really hard for me to tell the really light colored turquoise from Larimar. There'll be one scratch here because this is all one piece. Here's your 925 mark, and then here's a maker's mark right here. So one scratch because it's all one piece of metal here on this setting. And there it is, positive for sterling. And let's see, here we go. It's almost an inch long and about a 1/2 inch wide. And it's got gorgeous color. This nice high setting. And there's the back. Beautiful veining. This beautiful, beautiful light turquoise color, which again could be Larimar. It's hard for me to tell the difference between the lighter colored turquoise and the Larimar. They look very similar to me. So this is going to be $27. And again, $8. Here's 28. This is going to be a jade, I believe. So there's your stamp here on the back. Just kind of long to just say 925. So that might also be a maker's mark. But again, all one piece of metal here, so there'll just be one scratch. And there we are. And check that stone. Okay, this goes to garnet tourmaline eyelite, which is odd. Let me double check and make sure this is calibrated properly. Okay, yeah, it's got that reading pretty good. Let's try it one more time here. I expected this to show up under jadeite spinel. And there it is under glass. And now garnet tourmaline eyelite. So I don't really know what the stone is. It is a stone. But yeah, I don't know what to call that except a stone. So it's going to be number 28. Again for $8. It flipped over as I put it in. So there it is. 28 for $8. 29. This is, I got this a while back in a little mystery bag from Deborah, a Timeless Jewel by Deborah. This is red coral with a 925 setting. So we'll test this little interesting little drop type setting and the bail. So there'll be 2 scratches here. And this was shown in a previous video. Don't remember what I offered it for in that video, but if you see it in another video at a better price than what I tell you here, I will honor the lower price. Just give me a timestamp for where you saw it before, and I'll honor that whatever price is at that timestamp. Okay, there we go. Positive for $9.25. And we're about to wrap up here. And then I'll give you a little reminder, a little bit of news about today, and a little reminder about the giveaway, which I hope you will enter. This is number 29, and again, $8. And last of all, this stone's going to show up as glass, but it is onyx. That's where onyx shows up on a gem tester. We're going to test that first, then we'll do the 925 testing. It's kind of bumping around a little bit, like consistently touching the glass line, which is what I would expect with onyx, because it is a glass. It's a volcanic glass. So there's the setting, and here's the bail. And there we are, positive 925. And so here's what we have. It's this piece of, I am 99% certain this is onyx, and it's in this really pretty setting. Nice, high, thick setting with this Greek key design and rope design around the outside edge. And I like this hinge detail right there for how it attaches to the bail. And then the bail also has the Greek key design all the way around. And then here it is on the back, and it's a Mylor, Italy, 925, and it's gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning and gorgeous and beautiful, and all the nice adjectives we can think of. So the measurements on it, this one's bigger. It's about an inch, just over an inch and a quarter long, and it's about 3/4 of an inch across. And this is number 30, rounding us out. Now it is going to be more because it's Mylar, and there's more sterling here, and that's actually an onyx in there. This one's going to be actually $12. Which I think is still quite a bargain. I think it's going to be quite a bargain. If it ends up not selling here and I put it on eBay for $24, I think that's still going to be a bargain. But there we are, number 30 for $12. And that's everything for this show. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to enter the giveaway to celebrate my 600 subscribers milestone, which I've already passed a little bit. I'm a little over that now, but setting my sights on 700. And remember, there's going to be 6 drawings. I hope you enter, and what I want you to do to enter is just comment anything, what I would prefer, just so I can kind of learn what you like and what to put in my future videos. Put in your favorite things that I do on my channel, whether it's unboxings, craft with me, surprises at the thrift store, whatever you like, because I want to take those comments actually and use it to tailor my content to what you want to see. So that is it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Thank you for spending time with me throughout 2025. I'm looking forward to 2026. I closed out the video before I went over the craft bag. So let me just kind of spread everything out here and let you see it. The craft bag is being offered up for, oh goodness, I'll just do this for $3. But there's some really nifty little crafting elements if you're a crafty type. Some nice little pieces, some good shell. These are wearable right here. These 2 shell anklets are wearable. And this could be taken apart to craft with it, or you could just glue down where that's peeling off on that one strand. Yes, these little gold tone bangles are wearable. It's just that they go with, I think it's probably a set, but they go with these little thread wrapped ones that are missing some stones. So those need some work, but these are perfectly wearable like they are. And then we have these fun little earrings, and this is wearable too, the little sand dollar necklace. So some nice little pieces here in the craft lot, and then here's a little piece that says something on it. Oh, that G&B is on there. And we'll just do this for $3 if you want that craft lot. And then I also forgot to ask you to please share this video with a friend. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you would like to see more of this content. And leave me a comment, because I always enjoy interacting with you in the comment section. And again, this time your comment is an entry into the drawing. Then this coming Friday will be the day I'll do the drawing from the comments in this video, and then I'll announce the winners probably Saturday or Monday. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.